Good morning and welcome back to my not so daily vlog. Let's get into it. So today we're going to talk about motivation versus discipline. I feel like there's good times where you're motivated and you just want to do everything, you want to get everything done, but that always tends to fade, right? Like you get tired and the motivation goes away and you don't want to do all the things that are necessary. But when you're disciplined, I feel like you get a lot further with that. So one of the things that I do, I use that motivation to create my discipline, right? Like I'll start creating habits that I know is gonna last me longer than that motivation that I found, right? Because we're all human. It doesn't matter how disciplined, how motivated you are, sometimes you're gonna slack, right? So my trick is to use that motivation to create good habits that are gonna last me longer than that motivation. So that's a little tip from me. And that will get me into basically what I'm doing right now is I'm doing 30-hour weeks. And if you're not planning what you're gonna do for the week, there's no way that you're gonna complete it. Basically, you get 2 days easy, and then every other day has to be over 5 hours. So if you're not disciplined in planning your next day or planning ahead, it's very easy to wake up in the morning and basically forget what you're gonna do that day, and then it turns into a 2-hour day instead of 5. So that's that discipline that you need in order to get that kind of riding done. And with that, it's the same that goes for how we run our team. Like we have to have all of our things together because we also athletes and we're also racing. So it takes a lot of planning ahead with the hotels, with the flights, because I do the logistics for the team. So if I'm not planning ahead, then it runs into me being an athlete, and then there's extra stress for no reason. But usually I'm on top of it, and when you plan ahead, it becomes really simple and really easy and something that you don't have to worry about. Now that'll bring me into why, or not really why I ride alone, but well, I ride alone because there's not a lot of people in my area that actually ride as much as I do. But one thing I've learned about riding alone is that it teaches you a lot about yourself. It's so easy to just go home if you don't feel good, but there's a lot of battles that you have to fight when you're alone because there's no one there to motivate you. So you learn to be strong. You learn a lot of things, like some days you're gonna feel good after 2 hours, and it won't always be like starting out feeling good and ending out feeling good. There's just so many phases that you go through. So I've learned to just fight through that. I learned to fight through the emotions, and I think that goes back to the discipline. It's like fight through the emotions and do what you gotta do, and you always come out stronger mentally. Another funny thing is I'll ride the same loop like every day, and people always comment and tell me there's other places to ride, but it's not always about the scenic views. Like it's about getting the work done. And for me, growing up playing football, I showed up to the same stadium every day to practice. So I don't look at it the way that a lot of people do. It's like I'm showing up to work. So it's not, there's sometimes that I would love to see a beautiful view, but then that's just my next route. It's like I'll go up Glendora Mountain Road and I'll get all the views I need. I have 2 routes that I do, and it's enough for me. So I know people think I'm crazy for doing the same route, but yeah, I think I just have a different mindset with it. Okay, so story time. I had to stop for this one. We showed up to Littleton in Colorado for the Littleton Twilight Race, which is literally the darkest race in the entire schedule.
Oh, I can't see anything.
And to make it worse, it started raining like hard, right? Like we got on the line and just like that, boom, starts raining. We already knew it was gonna rain, so in our meeting, the guys are telling me and Justin like, hey, do you guys want to help us establish control of the race? And we're like, yeah. So when the race started, me and Justin took off. I was the first one to go, and I was taking these corners like it was dry. Full trust in my tires and in my air pressure. So I do a lap full gas, probably average like 500 watts for the first minute and a half, and Justin comes through after that and he does another 500, and then there was this other guy that came through and did 2 laps full gas. By the time the race settled down, it was probably 3 laps in, there was 12 guys left, and the whole race for most people was over in the first 5 laps of this race. And I remember Tyler telling me after, like, you guys are insane. And we were just turning so fast, but it was hilarious because, like, we had this whole thing where we didn't want the race to be dangerous because it was dark and wet. And yeah, we handled that real quick. And I ended up winning the race. We did a great lead out. Me, Justin, Tyler, Sam, Hunter. I think that was all the guys that was there. I might be missing one, but yeah, it was a great race. It was scary. I couldn't see anything, but we got the job done, and that was a great story to tell. I actually have some video of it. I'll put that up. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I gotta remember to tell you guys that I'm working on the holiday ride video. If you want to see how I did, you're gonna have to like, subscribe, and wait for the next one. See you later.